NBA Youngboy has quite the list of enemies.
These niggas watch me from a jail cell, man.
And these beef range from the biggest rappers on the planet to other gang-related feuds that could get violent.
Everybody wanna go against me. I don't do shit to nobody. Do something to somebody though.
And here are his beefs explained. G Money. NBA Youngboy hails from the city of Baton Rouge in Louisiana, where he was mentored by the rapper G Money. The beef between these two is alleged to have had devastating consequences. Both G Money and Youngboy were in a crew known as TBG, which stands for Top Boy Gorilla. Youngboy, however, wanted to start his own path and set up NBA or never broke again. Given what followed, there was clearly some consternation between the two. The facts are as follows. In 2017, G Money was shot dead. In 2021, an affiliate of Youngboy's, DeAndre Fields, was indicted with a murder charge for this killing and accepted a plea bargain. This does not necessarily mean that he was guilty, but for a number of reasons, he decided not to plead for his innocence. According to the arrest warrant, G Money, whose real name is Garrett Burton, released a song with derogatory lyrics about Youngboy's sister. Then, in an interview, G Money claimed that Youngboy, whose real name is Kentrell Deshaun Galden, had got the big head. G Money then brings up Youngboy's sister in that same interview.
He mad about his sister too, though.
About his sister?
Yeah, I had her a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he mad about that. He wasn't really tripping on it back then, though. You know what I'm saying? He be calling me big brother and shit. You hear me? I guess he just let that fame and shit get to his head.
A month after this interview, he was shot dead. In the arrest warrant, one of the detectives said, in the days prior to Burton's death, both Burton and Galden made several social media posts about one another, which further exacerbated tensions between the two rival rap music groups. When Burton was killed, members of the NBA group were immediately developed as suspects due to the ongoing rap music feud. Fields was asked by the detectives a fairly straightforward question. He was asked who among his friends would shoot people for the NBA group, and his response was, to be honest, me. A month after the shooting, police discovered shell casings on Jefferson Avenue in Baton Rouge, which matched those found at the scene of G Money's killing. Phone records also showed that Fields had contacted other members of the group hours before the shooting. After this incident happened, he was worried about retaliation, so got his mother and his son to leave Baton Rouge until things calmed down. This is the first of many beefs that NBA players would get involved in throughout his career, and certainly not the only one that would escalate into violence. No cap. Youngboy is one of the few rappers that even has beef with people on his own label. And it was actually a money dispute that caused tensions between the two. In November, Youngboy's record label posted on its page, I pay attention to all that slick ass shit you be doing and saying. You a nigga. What I call a real rapper, we don't do music cause I don't with you. Stop speaking on me to these people. You my daddy artist. You a fucking worker bitch. You ain't my brother. You, pay me. No Cap responds to this on Instagram and says that he kept the label going while Youngboy was in jail. I see it's my turn this week, huh? I never did you none bad. I screamed free you before and after every venue club. I carried this shit when you was gone. I stopped fucking with niggas who would have did whatever to see me win to stay loyal to your hating and let me know what I owe you. I don't recall you giving shit. Clearly, No Cap felt that he was not given the shine he deserved. I took the blame for why we don't do music, coos. I was trying to keep your hater card clean, but now we really don't do music cuz he probably scared I'll be bigger on some baby shit. Bruh told Atlantic he wanted money for the feature on Mr. Crawford. You never supported me. You posted my shit once. I've been signed to NBA for 3 years, but I'm raw, so kept this shit going on my own. The label's Instagram account responds to this. And by this stage, nobody's under any doubt that this is Youngboy speaking when another post says, Jay-Z can't out-rap me, boy. This ain't about no music. You just a scary bitch. I wanted revenged on the labels, nigga. I'm holding over here. You ain't even got $300K for your tax bill, clown. Just project yourself. A back and forth ensued until No Cap was exposed. The No Jumper podcast reported that No Cap had been dissing Youngboy in 2017, which was 2 years before he was signed to his label. Clearly, No Cap never even liked him in the first place, or at the very least, never respected his music. One of the posts reads, can't even listen to the boy for 30 minutes. King Von. The shooting of King Von led to a whirlwind of suspects, and some people have even claimed his alleged beef with NBA Youngboy might have had something to do with it. So let's look into it. In 2018, Von was on IG Live listening to Youngboy and insinuated that Youngboy was not authentic and was lying in his lyrics.
Youngboy talking about on this song, bro.
What?
You talking crazy, man.
Oh, yeah?
He ain't even like that.
Oh!
On his mind.
On his
Cap. You got cap in your raps.
There was also the rumor that Von's girlfriend Asian Doll had cheated on him with Youngboy. Speaking to DJ Academics, Von downplayed their beef and said, they be saying that a lot. It's like, we got the same issues and then you know how the internet will try to make it. And when pressed on the beef, Von said, nah, it's the internet, gang. They'll try to make it like that because it's the internet. You feel what I'm saying? And then you know how females is. Females will try to make it like that because they females and they'll try to make it like one mother fuck with one motherfucker hard. It be just all type of shit. But it ain't nothing sincere, nothing that you should worry about. But clearly, there were some beefs in King Von's life that were worth worrying about. On November 6, 2020, Von and his crew were outside the Hookah Lounge in Atlanta. He and his crew got in an altercation with the crew of Quando Rondo, an artist signed to NBA's label, and this brawl escalated into the fatal shooting of Von. With Von passed away, you think that this would be the end of the beef. But Quando later rapped on a song, Want Me Dead, my favorite op dead, sister talk too much, no, I don't like the Lil Timmy rolled her brother up, got stepped on in some Nike kicks. These lyrics are in reference to the many interviews King Von's sister has done since her brother's passing, and Quando's affiliate Lil Tim, who was allegedly responsible for the killing. Youngboy featured on that track with Quando and was clearly okay with those lyrics. He also had some words of his own on the song Bring the Hook, where he raps, nigga this that Squid Game, oh Block Pack get rolled up, murder what they told us, Atlanta boy get rolled up. And these words sparked another beef on this list too. By mentioning O Block, Youngboy was starting a feud with Von's entire neighborhood. NLE Choppa. When Youngboy took shots at O Block, one of the neighborhood's biggest rap stars, Lil Reese, responded. He said that Youngboy is just rapping like the rest of these rappers all rap. This prompted NLE Choppa to jump on too. He replied to Reese with, I stamp that. The strange thing is that Choppa is not even from O Block, but Memphis. So he clearly just saw the opportunity to diss Youngboy and went for it. You would be surprised to know that NBA Youngboy responded to this by dissing him on the mic. In the song Know Like I Know, he raps, I bet your mama be destroyed when we send your stupid ass to God for making statements, choosing sides about my beef with them little boys. In these lyrics, Youngboy is referring to the fact that Choppa's mother is his manager, so she will be broke if anything should happen to him. NLE Choppa has given a strange response when asked about his initial tweet. In an interview with DJ Academics, he said, it wasn't ever with me picking a side. Honestly, bruh, I barely read what Lil Reese said. I just know what he was saying was siding with my boy King Von. If you would have asked me what Lil Reese tweeted, I wouldn't be able to speak it word for word. I wouldn't be able to tweet the whole tweet. At the end of the day, that wasn't the purpose behind my response. Being on the side or just trying to be in some shit. It was just off the simple fact that brother don't be able to defend his name. As someone from Memphis, Choppa felt that as an outsider and he had no right to speak about Von. And the same goes for someone from Baton Rouge like NBA Youngboy. He also downplayed the tension between the two and claimed that there was no beef. He said, I'm never no hater. That used to be all I bumped. I ain't never say he wasn't my favorite, but that's not how stuff is now. Also, Choppa told Youngboy's other op, Lil Durk, to let things chill. And I'll let you know whether he took that advice later on in the video. Gucci Mane. Gucci and Youngboy were close at one stage. They even worked together on the 2018 song Cold Shoulder and the 2019 track Richer Than Everybody. And as a tribute to Gucci, Youngboy raps on the song Makes No Sense. I feel like I'm Gucci Mane in 2006. But by 2022, things had changed. On his track, I Hate Youngboy, Youngboy says, used to fuck with Gucci till I seen he liked them and this most likely because Gucci had recently released a song called Rumors, which also featured Lil Durk, a rapper I'm gonna get into after this. But Gucci did not take this diss lying down. He responded by posting a picture of himself with the caption, I feel like I'm Gucci Mane in 2006. Gucci then released the song Publicity Stunt, where he raps, he trying to pull a publicity stunt. These rappers be pussy. They bleed once a month. Don't speak on my name. Don't get put in a blunt. You can diss all you want. Still won't get a response. Gucci's central point is that Youngboy dissed him for clout. These two rappers know each other, so if there was anything happening between them, they could have solved this issue privately. But Youngboy decided to go public, which he believes is a deliberate publicity stunt. Gucci also points out that he is a grown man and doesn't have time for this. Later on in the song, he raps, why you diss me for publicity, nigga? Is you in the streets or an industry, nigga? Is you my fan or my enemy, nigga? My money too grown to be kidding with niggas. The song was subliminal right up until the end. To make sure nobody was in any doubt about who the song was about, he raps, I thought you felt like Gucci Mane in 2006. Well, damn. As far as I can tell, Youngboy has not responded to this diss track. Hopefully, like Gucci said in the song, they handle things privately. Youngboy may have regretted making an off-the-cuff statement about Gucci and decided to take the L, as a rap beef back and forth with Gucci was probably not something that he wanted. As well as being a talented rapper, Gucci has also had murder charges against him which were later dropped due to it being self-defense. He is somebody you don't want to mess with. Lil Durk. Youngboy's beef with King Von eventually escalated into another feud. Durk is not from the O Block, but very tight with people around that neighborhood, particularly Von. Youngboy's disrespect for Von, especially when he mocked him after his passing, proved too much for his friend Lil Durk let slide. In 2022, Durk released the song which contained the lyrics, acting like they really like that since my Brody died, just got out the feds. You bring up murders with your police ass. With these lines, he is dissing Quando Rondo, Lil Tim, and Youngboy. The following line, I told Von to stay away from that because she posts on OnlyFans, is believed to be referencing Johnny and Michelle, a woman Von was linked with and is currently Youngboy's baby mama. Youngboy responded on the song I Hate Youngboy, where he goes all out and says, Quando got no filter, and he say that they gon' with him. Clean up on ILO. Young and let that chop blow. My brother let that stick blow. You know that's my smoke. He called me a bitch. That's India. That be your. And there is a lot to break down with these lyrics. He suggests Quando is going after more O-Block members, and India is a reference to Lil Durk's girlfriend. And in 2023, prior to the release of Youngboy's album, Durk tweeted, "Humble, I don't get played with just you two." Youngboy responded with, "At Lil Durk, you a bitch and yo nasty ass." And it's shown. Youngboy goes on to say that the only reason people are paying attention to Durk is because of the publicity that King Von's death gave him. At Lil Durk lol, you ever realized you only get a buzz when one of your friends die? Think about it, scary bum bitch. You know I ain't lying, haha #fact. This has put fans of both artists in a difficult situation where they may be expected to pick sides. However, there is allegedly supposed to be a truce between the two. While Youngboy was dissing Durk online, he also dissed DJ Academics, and the two had a bit of a back and forth. Clearly, Academics has been in touch with both Youngboy and Durk and has said that they are no longer beefing. Additionally, the Youngboy Updates Instagram account, which is rumored to be actually run by Youngboy, liked a post by Durk on Instagram. Remember when I said earlier that NLE Choppa had asked Durk to let things chill? Maybe it was him who sparked this little peace treaty. Lil Baby. Youngboy's beef with Lil Durk has had a knock-on effect. Anyone who was close to him automatically became an enemy of Youngboy's. Take the example of Lil Baby. Both of them collaborated on the 2020 song One Shot, which featured in the Fast and Furious movie Fast 9. But since Baby was tight with Durk, Youngboy didn't want anything to do with him. Lil Baby was seen quoting Youngboy's lyrics during a Memphis Grizzlies game against the Atlanta Hawks. The Grizzlies player Ja Moran is a huge hip-hop fan and was speaking to Lil Baby after the game. Moran is also a Youngboy and often says the line, "It's a parade inside my city, yeah," which is from the Youngboy song Fresh Prince of Utah. When Baby is getting a shirt signed by Morant, he jokes, this was clearly not a diss and was just them having fun. But Youngboy took this other way. He responded by tweeting, "That bitch ass nigga got to run into me too. Better remember he chose a side this get gangsta boy." The plot thickened when DJ Academics revealed that Youngboy previously refused to do a song with Lil Baby. The podcaster said, "Youngboy told me when Lil Baby hit him up for a feature, I remember he told me, I'm not doing music right now. And I remember saying, Youngboy, if you don't fucking do a song with Lil Baby, Nick." I remember I sat in the car with him. I told him a whole list of niggas who he should do songs with. And I remember him telling me, "You know I can't do a song with him." He was telling me all type of beefs. I was like, I didn't know the beef was that deep. I get it. Academics tried to persuade him otherwise. He tried to tell him that working with Lil Baby would be good for his career, but this advice was falling on deaf ears. Academics said, "This nigga Youngboy, he don't care about that shit." I remember telling him, "This is a no fucking brainer." And he was just like, "Bro, I don't care." But maybe things have changed since Youngboy and Durk patched things up. Kodak Black. Kodak and Youngboy were at one stage good friends and collaborated on songs Chosen One and Water. But something must have happened in 2017 when Kodak allegedly dissed Youngboy on the song Time Never Mattered. Kodak rapped, "But I hope that I don't go broke again, I'm killing young babies." Kodak never going broke again, you a free agent. That being said, Youngboy wrote the song Letter to Kodak in 2019 after he was sent to prison and was far from merely a diss track. Whatever was going on between the two, things were complicated. But it was in 2020 that Kodak and Youngboy were unquestionably beefing. Youngboy was at Kodak's house when someone got stabbed, and the alleged perpetrator was Floyd Mayweather's daughter, who was also romantically linked with Youngboy. The Instagram account Gossip of the City broke the story and wrote, "So Floyd Mayweather's daughter Yaya basically caught NBA Youngboy with another woman at his crib, and the NBA made his security team remove Yaya. She then snuck back in his home and started fighting girl. Yaya was losing, so she grabbed a knife and stabbed the girl. NBA is fully cooperating with authorities." Kodak then accused Youngboy of cooperating with the police. "Damn, lil' bra, don't do that lil' girl like that, man. Don't do that lil' girl like that. I mean, I'm locked up, but this got it looking like if it was some other shit, you'll tell something. This make like you was scared, then Peel was gone, try charge you with it or something, so you screamed, 'That ain't the drip, man, you know we don't holler at them Pool.'" Youngboy went hard on IG Live to answer back to the rumors that he was a snitch.
I cooperated. What, you stupid bitch? Huh? Bow, my wife? Huh? You talking about this girl right here? My wife?
However, in 2023, there seemed to be water under the bridge.
That boy talk say bring us some coconut rice with the jerk chicken.
Coconut rice with a jerk chicken?
Yeah.
Shit, tell her I make all that. What's up, NBA Youngboy? What they do?
Both of the rappers FaceTimed, and it looks that they have patched things up. This was a happy ending, but there is perhaps an even better fairy tale coming up next. Fredo Bang. NBA Youngboy is arguably the hottest rapper coming out of Baton Rouge. But a person standing in the way of this title is Fredo Bang, who also hails from this city. In fact, Fredo is even in TBG, the very group Youngboy left to start NBA. And more importantly, the very group that G-Money was in too, who I mentioned at the start. Youngboy was allegedly involved in the killing of a member of Fredo's gang, so it was unlikely that they would become friends. In 2020, both of them were releasing music on the same day, which prompted Fredo to say, "Me and my son dropping together." Youngboy did not take too kindly to being called his son, and responded on Instagram with,
You a bum, you. Go dig all three of your brothers up with your scary. You a. Stop running from me. I ain't in no competition with you. Stop writing me. You a.
Fredo followed up on his own video.
Man, somebody go help little brother out, bro. He angry, dog. He angry. Talking about dead partners and shit. It ain't like I'm on this talking about fat boy and that extra large coffin he got. It ain't my fault all your in my DM. We share 2 hoes, now all of a sudden I'm just everything. Stop playing, man.
But later on, Fredo was quick to downplay the supposed animosity between the two. In an interview with DJ Academics, he said that he and Youngboy were not friends. But this does not automatically mean that they were enemies either. He said, "I personally don't got a problem with him. It's more of people don't with people, and they're in the main people ear type of shit. And motherfuckers don't know how to be grown, to be a man and talk for themselves. I don't have a problem with him. We just don't with each other." And while we love drama in hip-hop, a beautiful moment happened when both of them came together for a toy drive for kids in Baton Rouge on Christmas Eve. However, Tony Yayo was a bit more cynical about this supposed peace deal. Around the same time that this happened, Youngboy signed a $100 million record deal and now had an incentive to stay out of trouble. Youngboy was quashing all of his beef as part of his Stop the Violence campaign. In an interview with Vlad TV, he said, "Listen, shout out to NBA Youngboy. You give me $100 million, I'm gonna say stop the violence too." Drake. Most of NBA Youngboy's beefs have arguably elevated his career. Through clout chasing and throwing shots, he has created more drama for himself and shown a bigger spotlight on his music. However, there have been some downsides. Because of his feuds with Lil Durk, Drake wants nothing to do with him. Drake is a big fan of Durk, so will not work with Youngboy because of this. As a result of this beef, Youngboy is missing out on working with a real superstar. While NBA Youngboy is a high-profile rapper, Drake is listened to on every corner of the globe, and working with Drake is a golden opportunity for most young rappers. In the same song that Youngboy dissed Lil Durk, Fuck the Industry Part 2, Youngboy also took shots at Drizzy Drake. In the song, he raps, "Bitch, I send them hitters to hit at you, boy. Don't say shit to me. Talk to Drake. Cross FaceTime, he wasn't feeling me. Told me that he fuck with Durk. Damn, that shit was getting to me. Told me that he liked the shit I'm doing, but can't do shit with me. So when we cross our ways, fuck what you say, bitch, you my enemy." Jay Prince, a mutual friend of Youngboy and Drake, apparently tried to get a FaceTime between all three and calm things down. According to Prince, this only made things worse. To the Lil homie, as I said to you privately, I say to you publicly that Drake is my son. He rolled with me. Therefore, I think it's a good idea to take him off your enemy list, because the truth of the matter is that we got nothing but love for Durk and your accomplishments. When I put Drake on that FaceTime call with you, my intent was for y'all to move forward, not backwards. Two things we get every day is a chance and a choice. The choices we make determine our destination. Drake will probably not respond to Youngboy's disses on a track. As I said before, he is the biggest rapper in the world, so has been dissed by countless rappers. He has had legendary back and forths with Meek Mill and Pusha T, but at the same time, he also ignored provocations from the likes of Joe Budden and XXXTentacion, to name just a few. By responding, Drake would be giving that artist the priceless publicity of being in a beef with Drake. So sometimes Drake does not dignify some rap disses with a response. For the next rapper I'm about to discuss, it is maybe a similar situation, but let me know what you think. J. Cole. Back in December 2021, J. Cole was scheduled to work in the studio with NBA Youngboy. But let's just say, Youngboy was not the most punctual person. An hour passed, and Cole was still waiting on him. 2 hours passed, and still no sign. Cole waited a total of 8 hours and then realized that Youngboy was not going to show up. And this is not just any rapper that Youngboy was leaving high and dry. This is J. Cole we are talking about, one of the biggest rappers of the past 10 or 20 years. DJ Academics said on his live stream, J. Cole waited in the studio for 8 hours for Youngboy to show up. Youngboy didn't show up. Facts. These are facts. Your favorite rapper, nigga, J. Cole, he sat in the studio for 8 hours for a session with Youngboy. Youngboy never showed up. But there was more to it than was initially reported. When speaking to Clubhouse, Youngboy said, "They lied and said I stood J. Cole up. They lied. They said I ain't want to go in the studio with him." Essentially, Youngboy said he was going through a situation when he was meant to go to the studio. He went on to say, "I was going through something, so what the fuck I'ma go in this man's studio session for a meetup with him, knowing that I ain't in a mode to talk or just to be in the mode to fuck around. What the bitch I'ma go around around this man if I know I ain't in the mood to talk to nobody or sit there or even be around somebody. But fast forward to May 2023, and we have a supposed diss track from Youngboy to J. Cole. This is from the same song that dissed Dirk and Drake, and he seems to really go all guns blazing in this track. Right after dissing Dirk and Drake, he said, that nigga played it cold like he was gonna do a feature. So I texted his line a muscle sign, I swear it's gonna be nice to meet you. So it seems whatever happened between J. Cole and Youngboy was a much bigger deal than he had initially stated. Perhaps Youngboy had tried to reschedule and Cole played it cold. It's unclear whether Cole will respond to this. As I mentioned earlier, Cole is such a huge artist that he probably doesn't want to elevate Youngboy's career by having a back and forth, and it's been quite a while since he was in a rap beef, and his feuds never end up going too far. Even when Cole was dissed by Lil Pump in 2018, his response was simply, I must say, by your songs, I'm unimpressed. Hey, but I'd love to see a black man get paid.